Hello everyone and welcome to another Jamie meditation. Today this is our third video on the truth theme, and it is really about collective, the handling things that are just out there. Okay, I just have forgot my notes, so I will actually go and get that before we start. So we're going to change the meditations a little bit. From now on, we are making an essence, right, which is here. If you want to know more about essence making, you can head to the playlist, which is energy and vibrational essences, and learn to make them yourself. Or if this resonates with you, you can order this stock essence from the Jamie website. I'm Donna from Jamie Natural Health and Healing, and it is my pleasure to bring you another meditation, a crystal bowl meditation. I'm just going to adjust it slightly. Excuse me. Okay. No, I'm not. There we go. Which is channeled and a live crystal bowl soundtrack and recorded in the vibrational essence. So it's a massive period, isn't it? I was thinking this morning, how would I best describe the world? And it feels like a really weird chess game. We are bombarded with disinformation, misinformation, truth challenges left, right, and centre. Even in the US, we don't even know people who are dead or alive at the moment. So it's really, really complex, and I guess we are all in it. This is my puppy. He's had a bit of an accident and he's got a little bit of a bucket on his head. So yeah, there are challenges that we're all actually going through. So how do we actually not only discern truth, but maintain our pause, our poise, and how can we contribute to a greater consciousness so that we know what truth is and know how to act and be ourselves and bring back or empower truth and integrity. So that is what this is about. Yes, it is individualized, but it's about how we respond to the world and what our role is in collective consciousness and empowerment. This is Orlando, by the way, and he had a little bit of a tuffle last week, so he's had a little bit of injury on the side, which is now healed beautifully, but the bucket on his head is precaution so he doesn't actually devour himself. So, as I said, there are challenges, yeah? So let's get started, okay? I hope you enjoy it. The style of the Jamie meditations is this: relax, okay? All you need to do is find a place where you are uninterrupted, okay? Distraction is the enemy of meditation. So it's really about finding that right space. Come here, beautiful. Distractions, eh? But in a good way. It's my dog. Having that space imperative for meditation. So having that space where you can just relax and listen. I do suggest that you have a glass of water, not necessarily to make an essence in the way that I am doing, but having a drink whenever you actually want it, even if you're not deep in meditation and you feel like you want to drink, or at the end of the meditation, water allows energy to flow through the body. Okay, so yeah, just have some water available and create the space in a way that is relaxing and right for you. And let's get started. Imagine a world and a time when you felt safe. Not necessarily safe from harm, safe from disturbance, but an underlying or an integral peace within you, within your core, where you felt that someone had you covered, someone had you back, someone understood who you were, and that you knew that you were important enough in someone's life that they or protection would always be around you. Go back to that time now, and it is not to retrace the memory. It is to feel the peace. The expression may be peace of mind, but that's more about a no stress situation. This is a deeper peace, peace from the heart, and deeper still, it's actually coming from the auric field. An auric field is not something that protects you by keeping something out or away from you. It protects you through the frequency of peace. And that peace radiates from your own heart. So it's the connectivity between your heart and your auric field. So to feel it and to see it, and the colours will be different for everyone. Just focus now on your own heart, the place in your chest where you know the heart as an organ lives. Okay, now just see the colour. I've got a really big green colour. I've also got a yellow one and a pink and a ruby red. Okay, that's fine. Whoever feels that they're with a ruby red, just lighten it a little bit. Okay, that's good. Okay. Now, what you're going to do with the colour that you have found is simply expand it. Expand it. Let it rip. Okay. You're not sending it out as in sending it away. You're expanding it. Okay, that's good. So we're at the second level of the auric field, and go more. Okay, expand. When you get to the 11th field, you're not going to stop. You're just going to leave it to its own devices. And as its own devices often roll, it will start changing colour. And there is also some fields that also have patterns to them. Okay, patterns by what I mean is like a texture pattern. Okay, you could even get a wavy line or lines coming through, and that's just simply sound waves. Okay, so literally this is not about analysing it. It is about leaving the heart as it's connected to the auric field to its own devices. Let it find its own frequency, be it with different colour, with different patterns, or with different sound waves itself. So what you're doing now is trusting the energy. Okay, now, as soon as I've mentioned this trust, this word trust, it's a big word. Just be witness now to your auric field being mended. Okay. As we work in the auric field, we're automatically working with the body as well. And now, again, be witness to the body's own ability. Leave it again to its own devices, because this is letting the energy do the work for you, so that you can see no holes, no abrasions, no schisms, no tears in the energy within your own body. There should be no hiccups. There should be no air pockets. It should be, the colour can actually be quite, be either opaque or transparent, it doesn't matter. But it is full colour. There's no pockets. Okay. And what these pockets once were pockets of delusion. Things that have bombarded or seeped through and created a sense of delusion. So once that actually happens and we've got disillusion, then it creates the air pockets for more delusion to come in. No more. We make a decision right here and now, and we use the frequency that's being created. Go back to the colours and let it rip. Okay? That we're filling in all of the old air pockets in the body, in the immediate auric field, in the outer auric field of delusion. Now, we're just going to trip out for a moment and do two things at once. First of all, we're going to go up, okay? So we're going to go up through the higher chakras. So we're going to elevate. At the same time, we're going to go out as a radius or as an orbit, as the auric field becomes visualized, to the outer auric field, which we're going to call the cosmic auric field. So we're going to go two things at once. We're going to go up and elevate through your higher chakras, and we're going to go out through the cosmic auric field. All right, and here we go. This is how you function and can function in the world, but from a higher perspective, and we're doing the two things at once. And here we have a lot of air pockets. Some of them are not just air pockets, they're actually more like rips and tears and quite jagged. Okay, let's mend it with the same care. Okay, the same care that I took even with Orlando, my golden retriever who made his presence felt. How was that healing managed? Several different ways. There were oils, there were creams, there were bandages, there were ties. There was even an adult diaper used. And finally, a helmet to stop the self-attack. So we're going to do all those things. We're going to heal what the actual rift is. And it is all coming back to loss of hope. Okay. So we're going to nurture it. How do we do it? With trust. In the same way that my dog allowed me to exercise the nurture. Complete trust. He stood still. So be still. Don't allow any distraction from the healing process. It's intense. It requires trust. And you are now going to trust your whole energetic system and the frequencies that are being created for you by, we'll call it the universe, but you can call it whoever or whatever you want. In the same way that you originally felt, someone who had your back, who you could trust, who protected and gave you that spirit of peace. Get that peace, have that feeling of peace, connect with that trust, and now let the trust do its job. It's going to heal jagged schisms above, from the soul star. Okay, so not even the crown, way above, out there, giving you the opportunity to reconnect with a higher perspective. Symbolic language. Understand what's really going on. Not what you're told, not what you've read, but what you feel and what you know through trust. Okay. As you do that, hope's restored. Hope restored. Trust gained. Now, Just witness the healing in the cosmic auric field. It will be very much to do with the original colour that you saw from your heart chakra, because it knows the colour of trust. It knows the colours that resonate with your own heart, that mean trust to you. Okay, now this is quite a fast healing. Okay, so that is why you witness. You don't have to do anything. That's not trust. That's you doing something. Just trust it. Leave trust to its own devices. Don't ask about the outcome. Just watch the healing process. Mending, filling in gaps, creating new pathways of the yellow, of the green, of the pink, of the dark pink, and now colours. Colours of the rainbow now dancing. Very confident to dance, trusting the feet, trusting the pathway, trusting the steps taken, trusting the music, the sound that is around you that make your feet dance and feet tap. Get into this dance. Understand that there is a rhythm. There is a rhythm to hope and trust, and something that the heart recognizes. Almost like recognizing not just a familiar memory, but recognizing a familiar tune, the tune that you trust to uplift you when you're feeling down or when you've lost hope. Simply trusting that that tune comes on at the right moment, as if someone is hearing you, talking to you, sending you a message, going, I'm here. This is it. This is the connection. Now just feel. It is not how far the auric system and the chakras go. It is not about that anymore. It is about how far the heart goes. And it's everywhere. It's in every direction possible. It protects, it guides, it governs, it dances, it leads. And you understand the feeling when peace is restored. Okay. That is what you hold on to. That feeling of peace that is absolutely undeniable. And know that when my second retrieval, peace is restored, peace is disturbed, we have a problem. And we come back to the source, the heart, the source of life, to not just restore, not just restore. Hey! Expand. She wants to go out. Let's go out, let's go up, and use your original colours now to expand in the silence that follows. You're out and about. Safe to venture. Safe to explore. Confident to protect. Not just others, not just a way of life, but yourself. You've shown up. You know what's yours. You know the space that's yours. And now you can protect a greater space. The auric field has grown. It is not that now you take up more space. It is that you are using the space that is allocated to you to connect, to safety, to trust, and to a heart source that knows its own rhythm, the sound, the colour of its own piece, and how it is meant to expand in absolute confidence, safety, and trust the big picture. After we finish meditation, I'm just going to have a little bit of a cool down. Okay. But this is a cool down with a bit of a difference, which is consolidating the memory of your meditation rather than an old-fashioned sort of grounding. So the consolidation of the meditation is really just your original colour. So go back to that colour, and I want you to look at that colour as if its vibrancy has been lifted. Okay, you can actually see it clearly, not in front of you, but within your third eye, which means you have a very clear vision of that colour in your head. And it's joyous to know how far it goes. So that's our actual cool down. Okay, and it's got hope in it, it's got trust in it, and most of all, it's got connection. Connection is the new protection. Okay, so that's the end of our meditation. Go with that colour. It's like you've got the right dress on or pants on or whatever you wear. And now this is fully cooked, which is from our meditation. And I'm just going to read you what it actually says. It's from this meditation, which is the collective challenge of truth. But the name of the actual essence is called sustenance and growth. Okay, and this is what it says. This essence actively repels harsh energy designed to weigh you down, draw you in, or even make a mockery of your own integrity. All that and everything in between. Protection as you grow and outgrow small minds and small-mindedness, hell-bent on deception and remorse. Okay, and remorse in this sense, metaphysically, it means things from the past that you need to move away from through expansion. Okay, just you getting bigger. How do we actually even cope with the small stuff and there's things like deception, delusion? We get eager. And that's where energy comes in. So I hope that's helped you for today. If you do want to order that essence, then the link is below. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in a couple of days. See you later.